If we talk about the concepts of spiritual freedom, social equality, one caste, one religion, and one God, the only philosopher that comes to our mind is Narayan Guru. Narayan Guru was born on the 28th August in the year 1855 into a family belonging to a lower caste in Kerala, Examrace caste. The Examrace caste were basically regarded as the untouchables, and the year that we are talking about is 1855, in which the caste dominance was very prevalent. In other words, Kerala at that time was highly under the prevalence of the rigid caste system. The rigidity was so much to an extent that the people belonging to the lower caste were deprived of basic human necessities and needs. For example, people belonging to the lower caste or the so-called untouchables were restricted from entering the temples, drawing water from the public wells, or entering into educational institutions, etc. Also, men and women belonging to the lower castes were forbidden to cover their upper parts of the body with clothing. Those who failed to follow the orthodox practices of caste system were brutally punished. The prevalence of this caste system was so wide and commonly accepted that Swami Vivekananda himself once referred to Kerala as the lunatic asylum. Narayan Guru himself witnessed the atrocities on people under the garb of untouchability and caste system and started his journey to free millions of people from their sufferings, including himself. Narayan Guru was a saint, a social reformer, a philosopher, etc. He aimed at achieving two things, or rather, there were two goals of his that he focused on. First was free people from the clutches of caste system. The second was free religion from superstitions, taboos, and ritualism. In a way, it would not be incorrect to say that the second point, that is free religion from superstitions, is a direct attack to the Brahmanical understanding of religion, prayers, ritualisms, worshipping, etc. As a result, Narayan Guru's fight against casteism started in Kerala by a public act of consecration of temples. His consecrations dealt with figures of deities, slabs inscribed with moral messages, for instance, the message of truth, love, compassion, peace, ethics, etc. Via this public act, he propagated the idea of religious tolerance and religious acceptance amongst people of various religions and castes. For example, one such inscription on the walls of the Shiva temple at Sivagari says, "Without differences of caste, nor enmities of creed, here it is the model of an abode where all live like brothers at heart." Narayan Guru, apart from being a saint, a social reformer, a philosopher, was also quite active in politics. Vaikom Satyagraha was a social protest we have all read in our modern history books. The social protest is closely associated with Guru himself. Narayan Guru was stopped or not allowed to tread along the road leading to the Mahadev temple in Vaikom in Kerala. On being stopped by a member of the upper caste, the incident turned into a social protest which brought along a movement. The followers of Guru, in order to spread the message to the masses, wrote poems on the incident. For instance, Panikkar and Kumaran Asan are two such social reformers and followers of Guru who wrote poems on the incident. The famous Vaikom movement began on the 30th March 1924 at Kerala. The Satyagrahis belonging to all castes entered the temple, and especially the lower caste entered the temple. They were resisted and arrested by the police. Gandhiji, Swamikal, Sree Narayana Guru, Madhavan, Keshava Menon, etc. supported the movement. As a result, the movement gained importance and came into the light in the country. So much so that the Akalis from the state of Punjab supported the movement by setting up kitchens to provide food to the Satyagrahis. Naikar, who is also known as Periyar, came from Tamil Nadu to support the movement and he was arrested thereafter. This resulted in opening of the temples and the temple roads for lower caste people in Kerala. In other words, the Avarnas were no longer restricted to enter the temple premises and use the temple roads. In short, the movement was a success. Narayan Guru, as a philosopher, believed in the concept of one caste, one religion, and one God. Narayan Guru organized an all-religion conference the year 1920. The conference was held at Advaita Ashram and the motto of the conference was, "We meet here not to argue and win, but to know and be known." Guru believed in Advaita Vedanta philosophy and most importantly believed in the ethical values of brotherhood, social equality, fraternity, etc. According to Guru, Oru Jati, Oru Matham, Oru Daivam, Manushya were the basic philosophy. In English, it means Oru Jati is one caste, Oru Matham is one religion, Oru Devam is one god, and Manushyanu means for all beings. So basically, one caste, one religion, one god for all beings. In short, it would not be wrong to say that truth, ethics, compassion, and love were the four main ideals of Narayan Guru's life. It is also important to note that he propagated the ideals of compassion and religious tolerance in one of his most noted works, Anukam Pada Sakam. Also, he praised enthusiastically the religious figures such as Lord Krishna, Lord Buddha, Adi Shankaracharya, as we have just discussed, and also Jesus Christ. Another important point is he also translated Isha Upanishad and also translated Thirukural. Now, a question might arise that why did he believe specially in the philosophy of Advaita Vedanta? The answer is Advaita Vedanta is a non-dualistic philosophy. Perhaps this philosophy of non-dualism was put into practice by him for the concepts such as social equality and universal brotherhood. Question: Oru Jati, Oru Matham, Oru Devam, Manushyanu were the basic philosophy of? The correct answer is Narayan Guru. It basically means one caste, one religion, one God for all beings.